Seaman here, and I'm really excited because I have Fireman Tim here from Fire and Rescue, and we're going to talk about safety over the holidays. I think you have some good news for the folks out there about Thanksgiving.
Well, the nice thing to report is this is the sixth straight year that we've had no house fires in the city on Thanksgiving.
It's amazing.
Thanksgiving usually has 4 more times cooking fires in the United States because everybody's cooking. But for 6 straight years, we had no fires where anybody was displaced or any property damage. Had a few oven fires where turkeys got a little well done, and we helped get the smoke out, but they got to finish having dinner in their home, so nobody was displaced.
Oh, that's great. So we're going to make sure that the same thing happens at Christmas time, so, or whatever your holiday that you're celebrating. So I want you to tell folks out there how we can keep ourselves through the new year, through the holidays, how we can keep ourselves safe from fire.
Well, the leading causes of fires during this time of the year, holidays, is number one, again, is cooking, because you have so many people cooking different things for Hanukkah, for Christmas, Kwanzaa, all those different things going on. Also,
and New Year's.
In New Year's also. Electrical is number 2 with wiring. People put outside wiring. If we have some rain like we've got coming up, we'll have electrical fires, and we've had some people whose garages caught fire because they kept resetting the fuse or the circuit breaker. When it goes off, that's an indicator that there's a problem. So you shouldn't just turn it back on. Before you turn it on, you should figure out why it went off.
Why it's doing that, and not just reset it.
And that's usually when you keep resetting it, that's when the fire starts. And then candles, a lot of people will be using candles for Hanukkah and that. Unattended candles is what the problem is. Make sure that you have something underneath to catch the melting wax so it doesn't go on a wood table and catch that table on fire. Don't leave it unattended. And I tell people, safe measure is when you're done using the candles, just set them in the sink. You don't have to put water on them, but if they reignite, which sometimes they do, they're in the sink, which can't catch fire, and it's something that you don't have to worry about. And lastly, Christmas trees. Christmas tree sales are up this year. If you have a Christmas tree, it's like a pet. That's what I tell people. It needs attention every day, which means you need to feed it. You have to feed it water. And here in the desert, you have to do it twice a day. So when you buy a Christmas tree, when you take it home, set up the stand where you're going to set it up. Make sure that it's full of water. To prevent it from bleeding like we do, our blood will stop. It will also do that, and it forms a sap seal. So when you take it from the Christmas tree place where you bought it, it's usually in water. Within 10 minutes, that sap seal will form, and no matter how much water you put in it, it'll never take a drink of water. You have to open that straw again. So once you get it to the home, cut about a ½ an inch off the bottom of the tree, and you'll even feel the moisture on the bottom. Immediately put it in the water. Keep it filled every day. So I tell people, fill it before you go to work and fill it before you go to bed. And if it keeps drinking that water, that sap seal will never form. If you forget about it, leave for a day, and nobody fills the reservoir, the sap seal will form, and no matter how hard you try, it'll never take another drink again. And
well, I learned something new today. I didn't know that.
Do a freshness check every day. Grab a branch like this here. Put your hand around it. Nice, not real hard grip, and just pull on it and see how many needles you get. So when you're buying a tree, do that first. If you have
to
one
see if
or
it's
two
already
needles,
dried out,
that's
right?
If you have a few needles, it's okay. If you get a bunch of needles, it's already dry. You want to do that every day.
Very good tip.
And the other thing is, if you start getting a lot of needles, throw it away. All the Christmas tree fires that we've been on here, the last thing, and we've had a few in years past, the first thing people says, we wanted to take it down, but the kid says, leave it up one more day, and it was that one more day that when you had the fire.
So don't leave it up one more day when your tree is dried out. Those are great tips.
Take it out.
Good tips. And also, what about those flameless candles that look real now?
You know what? You should use those. They've got electronic ones. They're different colors. They're actually made with the same material, so they look real. They just have a light that can't catch fire. And you really have more decorative options with it. You can put it on a table, and you can put things up against it. Whereas with a real candle, you have to have 12 inches around it to make sure something won't fall on it and catch on fire. But flameless candles are the way to go.
Well, thank you so much. So, folks out there, I hope you'll take these tips to heart, because this is a man who knows fire and rescue. So we thank you for being here, and happy holidays, and we'll be back to talk to you in a week or so.